Hey guys, Mary here. I figured I'd go ahead and do another live stream. Um, in this live stream, I'll be discussing food, snacks, and drinks that I highly recommend. Um, and everything. I'm really excited about this one. These here are food, snacks, and drinks that I'm also familiar with, that I've had before and that I've had recently as well. Um, I do highly recommend for sure, um, and everything. And before I begin, I'll go ahead and do my shout outs for the live stream. Um, I give a shout out to Dr. Douglas. I give a shout out to Amy and Tammy from Home Health. Hey, girls. And I also give a shout out to ArieVat33. And I give a shout out to Mama, Papa, and Cousin Donnie. Um, I wanted to give y'all a little update as well. Um, I know I've talked about my previous live streams about my new iPhone and everything. It is definitely taken a while for me to get it because on kind of the bad weather that we've had, the winter storm and everything that we've had, where we had like a couple inches of snow and everything. Um, I may decide at some point to go ahead and switch over to Android at some point. Um, I looked at some online and found some really good deals on them. Um, my favorite Android would have to be the Samsung Galaxy for sure, uh, and everything. So if I do decide to switch over to Android, I'll definitely go with the Samsung Galaxy for sure. Um, I've looked at some and they're really, really nice. They kind of remind you of the new iPhones and everything. They kind of remind you of them, the way the screen's made on them and everything. And they're really, really nice. They do have them in the 128 gigabytes as well, just like the iPhone. They have some in the 64 gigabytes, and I found one with the 5G on it, like for the phone data and everything. And I was like, this one here, I'll definitely look into it at some point. Um, and everything. I know recently, guys, here where I am and everything, we seen some pretty good snow over here where I am and everything. Like here where I'm at, I've seen like about right at maybe in between 2 to 3 inches around in there. Um, it was really, really like deep. Um, than what I was expecting, because sometimes here where I am, we usually see like here in my local area, sometimes we see like maybe a dusting, a coating, if that, maybe an inch, and everything. But there, when all that hit and stuff, it hit pretty good. I mean, we seen like a couple inches or so in that line, um, and everything. But I still may try my hardest to do some uploads here soon and everything. I'm definitely going to try that and hopefully do some reaction uploads. I'm still going to try to do that soon, even if it's just uh, here on the computer and everything. I'm definitely going to try to do as much as I possibly can. Um, and everything. I've missed doing it for sure. And I can't wait to get back into it again and do some more uploads um, and everything, and do some more, reaction uploads, and let y'all see some more of my reactions on the movies and shows and everything. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna try to do. Let's see. I may try to do an upload overnight and stuff. I may try to do one and everything. I got everything uh, set up for me to edit the upload. I have a editor that will edit the video that I'm going to upload. I got that for sure. I downloaded it earlier, and I'm going to try to get back into all of that as well. And I'm really excited, and I'm excited for y'all to see some new uploads and new reaction uploads as well. If y'all want to go ahead and grab a snack or something to eat, something to drink, feel free to go ahead. I was going to get started here in just a moment and stuff. I got the list. You can kind of see the list a little bit right there on the screen. That way you can see a little bit before I get started. I was drinking me a Mountain Dew Voltage. These here are really good. I highly recommend these for sure. I've had these before, but it's been a long time since I had a Mountain Dew Voltage. And I bought some there just recently, and I was like, I'm going to try these again. And it's just how I remembered them, for sure. Let's see here. We're going to go ahead and get started. To start off, on the list, I have the Captain Crunch Berries. That there is one of my favorite cereals to have, like during breakfast time, early in the mornings. I do highly recommend it for sure. And another one is the Captain Crunch Peanut Butter Crunch. Guys, it is so good. I highly recommend it. I've ate the Peanut Butter Crunch even like during the snack time. Like if I'm having a snack, I usually eat it for snack time too. Captain Crunch Original Crunch Treats. Those are good. I've also had the Peanut Butter Crunch Captain Crunch Treats, and they're good as well. I'm definitely going to have to be on the hunt for them again. Fruit Loops. I do highly recommend it. It's been a little while since I had Fruit Loops, but they are really, really good. I've had it for breakfast before, but it's been a little while ago back since I did. The Fruit Loops with marshmallows, I'm going to try to get some of those there on the 31st when I order my groceries. I'm definitely going to get a box of those. Highly recommend. The Trix cereal, I highly recommend it as well. Cookie Crisp, I highly recommend it. Um, and these here that I'm getting ready to highly recommend is the Minute Rice, and they're like in the cups. They have them in the cups now as well, and that's what I usually get when I buy them. I usually get them in a cup. They have like the Minute Brown and Wild Rice. I highly recommend it. You can get it in the cups, and I've seen them in like the boxes as well. I really, really highly recommend getting them in the cup because it cooks a lot quicker. You just heat them in the microwave, and they get done a lot quicker, just like the Uncle Ben's rice. Now that's what I like about those. This one here is another good one, and it's the Knorr chicken rice. It is really, really good, guys. I've had it recently. They're just a little while ago back. It is really, really good. It is one of my favorites for sure. And the Knorr garlic parmesan rice, it is good. I like it as well. And here's another one that I've had that I highly recommend. And it's the Knorr 4-cheese risotto. It is really, really good. I've had the Knorr Alfredo pasta. Guys, it is so good. I promise y'all, it is good. And I highly recommend it. Sometimes when I do mine and stuff, the last time I fixed it there, the last time and everything, I put like shrimp in mine and turn it into like a shrimp Alfredo. And I usually put extra cheese. Oh man. It's good. And here's another one of my favorites that I highly recommend as well. And it is the Knorr cheesy cheddar pasta. And it's really good as well. There's a lot of times like the last time I had it and stuff, I had it with mashed potatoes, like the instant mashed potatoes and brown gravy. Oh yeah. And chicken strips. That there was real good. Another one of my favorites is the Knorr chicken pasta, and it is really good as well. It kind of reminds me of the flavor of the chicken rice, like the flavor of it and everything. That's what it kind of reminds me of. It's really good. I highly recommend it. I've also had the Knorr Parmesan pasta as well, and it's really good. Another one that I've had on here is the Knorr mushroom rice. Really, really good, guys. The last time I had it and everything, I've had it with like chicken livers before, and let's see here, what else was it? And roast beef and gravy. Yeah, that was it. It's really good. Here's some more favorites that I highly recommend. And the next one is the Uncle Ben's long grain and wild rice. Absolutely. Uncle Ben's roasted chicken rice. You guys, those are so good. They're so good. I've also had the Uncle Ben's creamy 4-cheese rice, and that is a definite go-to for sure. Uncle Ben's red beans and rice. That there's a go-to as well. And here's a little sneak peek of the character gummies. I had these before when I was younger, and they're the Looney Tunes gummies. Looney Tunes. I had those when I was younger and everything, and it always brought back a lot of memories for sure. Usually if I see them out at the store or online, I'm like, that there brings back a lot of memories that I'll always cherish. Here's another one that I've had recently as well. I bought these. These here are my favorites with the Snickers and M&Ms, and it is the Snickers and M&Ms variety pack peanut lovers. And these here has like the M&Ms with the peanuts in it, and it has the original Snickers, peanut butter M&Ms, and peanut butter Snickers. You guys, I highly recommend this. I really, really do. It always brings back a lot of memories, like reminds you that it's one of your favorites that you'll always want to cherish for sure. I've had these before as well, the Hershey's miniatures. And the Hershey's miniatures, my favorites was the Mr. Goodbar and the original Hershey's, the original, and the crackle ones, the crispy ones. Those were my all-time favorites for sure. And the Hershey's miniatures. I've had these recently as well. Airheads gummies. Those are good. I like those, to be honest, guys. I like the Airheads gummies a whole lot better than just the Airhead itself. And I promise y'all, they are good. Airheads gummies, absolutely. I wanted to let y'all, let y'all know and everything. Next up is the Pop-Tarts. One of my favorites that I do highly recommend is the strawberry Pop-Tarts. Those are really, really good. I've had some recently, and I've also had these here as well, the brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts, and they are really, really good, and I do highly recommend them. The next one is the cherry Pop-Tarts. I've had those. Highly recommend. I had these there earlier on. They're just last month, and it was the blueberry Pop-Tarts, and they're good. They are. I do highly recommend the blueberry ones as well. And I've also had the confetti cupcake Pop-Tarts. I had those, and they're good as well. Next up is, let's see here, Jimmy Dean bacon, egg, and cheese croissants. I definitely love those a lot. I've had them for breakfast time and snack time. I've ate them before at midnight, like I could be watching a movie or watch football and sit there and eat them, and they're really good. um, and everything. And I've had the Jimmy Dean ham and cheese croissants as well, and I do highly recommend them. I had some there last month as well. Had some of those. Um, Another cereal that I highly recommend, guys, is the Reese's Puffs cereal. I had those there a couple months ago back, and it it just like reminds me and stuff and everything. Like, it reminds you so much of the Reese's cup itself. The Reese's Puffs does. It reminds you of the Reese's cup, like, all at once. It's really good. Uh, these here, I'm familiar with these, and it's the Lunchables pepperoni and mozzarella cracker stackers. Um, I do highly recommend those. Um, the sharp cheddar cube cheese, absolutely. That's another go-to for sure that I highly recommend. Um, these here are what I'm getting ready to discuss here is something that I've had before from Walmart that I'm really familiar with, and it's the original Fruit Smiles gummies. Um, I do highly recommend those. Um, the Fruit Smiles mixed berry gummies, I do highly recommend those as well. Um, and these here I've had when I was younger, and it brings back so much memories. Clifford the Big Red Dog gummies. Yep. Brings back a lot of memories, guys. And I've also had the Hi-C gummies as well. I had those when I was younger, and I've had the Bratz gummies. I had like the Bratz characters and everything. I've had those, and I've had the Bob the Builder gummies as well. Had those when I was younger. Donkey Kong Country gummies, I've had those, and I've always highly recommended them. Um, the Hawaiian Punch gummies, I've always highly recommended those. Um, Rugrats gummies, I highly recommend those as well. And these here I had there last month as well, and that is the Snoopy gummies. It had like Snoopy, Woodstock, Charlie Brown, and Lucy. I've had those, and they're good as well. I bought like 4 bags of them and everything. They're really, really good for sure, and I do highly recommend them. Next up here is we got some more of the snacks and drinks on this one. To start off on this one is the Java Munster Loca Mocha. Oh yeah. I love those. I had some of those there. It was back in November. Right around Thanksgiving, I had some of those last year. And I'm definitely looking into getting some more of them soon. Um, and I do highly recommend uh, Starbucks double shot mocha. Um, I do highly recommend those as well. And the Starbucks double shot vanilla. Those are really good, guys, and I do highly recommend for sure. Um, Another drink that I highly recommend is the Gatorade Fruit Punch. Highly recommend those as well. And the Gatorade Cool Blue. I love those as well. Um, these here, I've had recently on this item here, and it is the Old El Paso Mexican rice. Um, I do highly recommend them. I usually get them in the pouch, in the little pouch and everything, because you can heat it up in the microwave and it heats up a lot quicker than uh, how you'd uh, heat it up like on the stove and everything, like compared to the ones in the box. I do highly recommend getting them in the pouch. You can just put it in a bowl and heat it up in the microwave, and it gets done a lot quicker. Um, Taco blend shredded cheese. I love that there. I've always used the taco blend shredded cheese on my like on the rice and everything. I've used it. Um, Sharp cheddar shredded cheese. I highly recommend it as well. Uh, the next item I highly recommend as well, and it's the cherry Dr. Pepper. Absolutely. Um, I had this recently as well, the cherry Sprite. I've had it as well just recently, and it is really, really good, and I do highly recommend it. And I've had the Gatorade Zero, and it's the Glacier Cherry. Really, really good, guys. Um, Cherry Coca-Cola. I've had that one as well. Um, I've also had the Cherry Vanilla Coca-Cola as well, and those there I do highly recommend. Um, I've had the Vanilla Coca-Cola too. I've had Sprite. I have, and I highly recommend those as well. um, Mountain Dew Baja Punch. Um, Highly recommend it. Um, Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Mountain Dew Cold Red. Highly recommend those. Mountain Dew Voltage, which is what I'm drinking right now. Highly recommend it. Mountain Dew Overdrive. I highly recommend it. The Mountain Dew Overdrive also has like a punch flavor to it. Uh, I've had it, I believe, one time, and it's been within the last couple months. And I do highly recommend it, guys, because I love anything fruit punch. Absolutely. Um, Fanta Grape and Fanta Berry. I highly recommend those. Sunkissed Cherry Limeade. Highly recommend it. Old El Paso Cheesy Mexican Rice. I highly recommend it as well. Lay's Original Potato Chips. I highly recommend those. The Lay's Wavy Funyuns. It's got like the Funyun flavor to them, and I highly recommend those. I've had a couple bags of them there recently, and I do highly suggest those for sure. Lay's Stacks Chatter. I highly recommend those. I had some there within the last month. I do highly recommend those for sure. I've had the Pringles pizza flavor. Those are so good, guys. It reminds you so much of eating pizza right there. It does remind you. And stuff it did me. And stuff it reminded me so much of pizza, like within the flavor itself. Pringles, sour cream, and onion. I highly recommend those. The Chex Mix Cheddar. Those there are one of my favorite flavors within the Chex Mix varieties. Chex Mix Muddy Buddies, chocolate and peanut butter. Those are real good. Highly recommend that as well. And here we have the Craven Ham, Egg, and Cheese Muffin. I've had those, but it's been a little while and everything since I had those, but I do highly recommend for sure. And these here I'm looking into on these right here, and I would highly recommend for sure. And those would be the Haribo Wild Berry gummy bears. I'd highly recommend those for sure. Starburst Gummy Burst. Highly recommend those. I've been on the hunt for those again, but it is hard to find them nowadays. But I'll keep on searching and hopefully find some for sure. Cheetos. I like those. I like the original Cheetos and the Cheetos White Cheddar. I highly recommend both. Next up is the Chips Ahoy, and they're the chewy ones, and it's the confetti cake flavor. I highly recommend those. And then next is the Cheetos popcorn, and it's the cheddar flavor. I had a bag of those within the last month, and I highly recommend getting it again. And next is the Chips Ahoy, and it's the chewy ones, and it's the Reese's flavor. Those are so good, guys. I would highly recommend going back and definitely get some seconds on that one. Next up is Fritos Chili Cheese. I highly recommend those, and it's been a little bit since I had a bag of them, but I definitely would get a second one for sure. And next up is the Fritos Scoops. Spent a little bit on that one as well, and I would highly recommend getting another bag as well. Twix cookie dough. I love those. Really, really good. I've tried them 2 times already, and I would definitely highly recommend getting another bag for sure here soon. Another kind that I highly recommend is the Twix peanut butter. It's the Twix candy bar, and it's got like the chocolate cookie compared to the original, and it's got the peanut butter on the inside. It is so good. Highly recommend more of those. Next up is the Good and Gather cooked shrimp. I've had it, but it's been within the last 2 to 3 months, and I do definitely highly recommend for sure. Little Debbie strawberry shortcake rolls. I love those, guys. It's got like a strawberry jelly in the center. Really, really good, guys. Next up is another all-time favorite in the cereal, and that would be Cocoa Puffs. Definitely love Cocoa Puffs, guys. Next up is the M&M's cookie sandwiches. I love those. I had some there within the last 2 months. The kind I had, it had like I think it was like the sugar cookie and the vanilla ice cream with the M&Ms on top, and those were really, really, really good. I do highly recommend those. They have like some more to choose from. They got some that's all chocolate, and then they got another kind that's got like the cookies and cream ice cream in the middle as well. And I do highly suggest recommending as well. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Ben and Jerry's snackable chocolate chip cookie dough. I highly recommend that. I haven't seen it at any of my local stores yet, but I will definitely be on the hunt. I am familiar with it and everything. I've seen it online, but a lot of times they usually sell out because it's so good. So I can see that for sure. But I will definitely keep on hunting for it for sure. Strawberry shortcake ice cream bars. I love those as well. Next up is Little Bites crumb cakes. I love those, guys. Oh, yes. I do enjoy those. I do highly recommend, for sure. Highly recommend. Next up is the Ben and Jerry's snackable cookie dough mix, and it's the peanut butter. And in these here, it has like the little peanut butter cups mixed in with the cookie dough. And I do highly recommend for sure. And guys, if y'all plan on going to the store again anytime soon or planning to, be sure to be on the hunt if all possible for the Ben and Jerry's snackable cookie dough and the snackable cookie dough mix. for sure. They have another kind that I've looked into, and it's the s'mores kind in the Ben & Jerry's snackable cookie dough. And everything. I've looked into that one as well. And it's got something similar to the peanut butter cups, only except in the middle it's got like marshmallow cream filling. I was like, that there sounds so good. And everything. I'm going to go ahead and do the next one here, guys. Got a good one on this one. Let's see here. Right there. There we go. Alrighty. On this one, to start off on the last page of it here, is the Hudsonville ice cream, and it's the Dare Tracks flavor. And you guys, it is so good. It kind of reminds me of the Moose Tracks a little bit. And this one here, and it is so good. I do highly recommend this one, and I also highly recommend the Hudsonville triple peanut butter cup ice cream. Really, really good. The next one is the Hudsonville brownie batter cookie dough ice cream. It is good. Highly recommend it as well. The next one is the Ben & Jerry's ice cream, and it is the peanut butter half baked. Highly recommend it. And the Ben & Jerry's peanut butter cup ice cream, I highly recommend it. They still have it here in my local area, but it's just hard to find it. At certain times, just all depending on when you plan on going out or anything, like when you plan on doing your shopping and all that bunch of stuff. But I have seen it on my local grocery store's website and stuff there within the last couple days. So I'm still going to be continuing on looking into that as well. I have had it before, but it's been within the last couple months on that as well. Next up is the Farm Rich Cheddar Cheese Curds. I do love those. I have those for a snack when I'm watching my shows and movies. I've also had them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner all together. And everything. They're really, really good, guys. I'm going to try to get some more there the 31st, if all possible. I'm going to try to get some more of those. And I've had the Farm Rich mozzarella sticks there just last month. And I highly recommend those as well. I've also had the C-Pack popcorn shrimp. Oh, yeah. I love eating my popcorn shrimp with I love eating it with fish and rice. Absolutely. Gorton's Parmesan crusted fish fillets. I had some of those there earlier this month, and it was really, really good. I do highly recommend them, guys. Also, there's the Gorton's breaded fish fillets, and they're good as well. I've also had the SpongeBob SquarePants gummies, the character ones. I've also had the SpongeBob gummy Krabby Patties, the colored ones, and they're really good, guys. They really, really are. I do highly recommend. They also have the Bluey character gummies as well. Super Mario, they have those. Paw Patrol, and they also have Baby Shark. I do highly recommend, for sure. It brings back a lot of memories. Reminds you of like the shows that you've watched and everything, and definitely brings back memories. And continuing on with keeping those memories going as much as possible as well. This one here is one of my favorites, and it's the Welch's Variety Pack, Fruit Punch and Island Fruits gummies. I love those. And the next one is the Welch's Juicefuls, and it's the Berry Blast gummies. I like those. Do highly recommend. I'm also seeing Spider-Man. I have seen those, but it's been a little bit since I have. I do highly recommend. I've seen the Sonic the Hedgehog ones. I do highly recommend. Pokemon gummies, Scooby-Doo, Gabby's Dollhouse. I do highly recommend those as well, the character gummies. Snickers ice cream bars, guys, those are good. They really are. Lunchables extra cheesy pizza and Lunchables pizza with pepperoni. I do highly recommend those. I was looking into getting one of these here the 31st as well, and it's the Hormel snack tray, and it's got like the pepperoni, cheese, and crackers. Do highly recommend those as well. Then I've had these as well, and it's the Hormel Completes, and it's the chicken Alfredo. I've had that, and it is really, really good, and I do highly recommend. And next up is the Hormel Completes roast beef and gravy with mashed potatoes. Hormel Completes beef tips with mashed potatoes. And the Hormel Completes chicken and dumplings. I do highly recommend those as well. Let's see here. Oh yeah, the Minute Rice chicken and herb. I do highly recommend it, and everything. I've had it within the last 3 months. Highly recommend for sure. I've also had the chicken rice-a-roni, and it is good. And I've also had the creamy 4-cheese rice-a-roni. You can get those in the cups. Do highly recommend. Here's another one of my favorite cookies, and it is the Keebler Chips Deluxe, and it's the double chocolate chip. I've also had the Craven Peanut Butter Cream cookies. Really, really good. Highly recommend those. And the Craven Fudgy covered peanut butter cookies. I had some of those within the last in between 4 to 6 months. I've also had the Ritz peanut butter crackers. Those are really good. I've also had the crackers as well. It's like the original cracker, but with like the Doritos flavored cheese. Those are good. And I also had the ones with the Cheetos cheese. Those as well. Those are really good. Do highly recommend. I've had the Ritz toasted chips, and it's the cheddar flavor. Highly recommend those. I've had the Ritz toasted chips, sour cream and onion. I've had those as well, and I do highly recommend both. I've had the mild Slim Jims. I've had those. I've had the mild Slim Jims with the beef and cheese. Those are good as well. The ones I had there earlier on within the last month was, they call them the Big Boss Slim Jims, and it's the mild with the beef and cheese. Oh yeah. Really, really good, guys. Another one that I recommend, highly recommend, is it's the Jack Link's beef jerky, and it is the teriyaki flavored in the Jack Link's beef jerky. Next up is the Jack Link's beef jerky, and it is the Fritos chili cheese flavor. I have seen it, but it's been a little while, within the last 3 to 4 months. Jack Link's beef tender bites, and it is the teriyaki flavor. I do highly recommend those. Next up is the Frigo combo pack, sharp cheddar cheese and beef sticks. I do highly recommend those, and I do highly recommend the Frigo combo pack string cheese and pepperoni sticks. I do highly recommend those as well. Sweet peas vanilla cupcakes, highly recommend those. Hostess birthday cupcakes, I highly recommend those. It's been a little bit since I had those, but within the last, in between 2 to 6 months. I've also had these, and they're the blueberry muffins by Little Debbie. I've had those, really, really good. Next up is the, let's see, Little Debbie birthday muffins. Those are good. And I've also had the Little Debbie chocolate chip muffins. I do highly recommend those as well. Next up is the Craven bacon, egg, and cheese croissants. I've had those within the last 6 months. Those are good. Highly recommend. And the last one looks like the Mangua beef jerky, and it's the original. I highly recommend that as well. Alrighty, guys. That was it on those. I hope that y'all enjoyed. I'm gonna try to go live again soon, as soon as I can. And everything. I'm gonna try to play some Super Monkey Ball tomorrow. Get on here live and play some more games and everything. After this, I'll probably uh, do some uploads uh, and everything. And I hope that y'all enjoyed. And uh, I'm excited to get back to the uploading for sure. Um, and everything. I'm going to try my hardest to go live if I can. Try to go live in the morning sometime right around uh, between 9:30. Uh, I'm going to try my hardest, and if I can't make it at that time, it'll be probably between let's see, anywhere between 3:30 and 4:30 tomorrow evening, uh, around those times and everything. And then it may be a little sooner and everything, but I do hope that y'all enjoyed the live stream, and I will be back live as soon as possible. And I hope that y'all enjoyed, and I will see y'all again soon. And I'm going to get ready and do some uploading here in just a little bit. And I hope that y'all enjoyed. And I'll see y'all again soon. Bye bye for now.